So guys, today we have a special guest. We have Chelsea Herring here, and she is a portability expert. So today we're just gonna ask her some questions, interview her, pick her a brain, because she has a lot of knowledge on portability and how it can save you money. So Chelsea, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm glad you're able to make it, and thank you for taking the time to sit with us.
Of course.
So obviously I wrote my questions down because I'm not gonna remember everything. But let's get right into it. So let's start with something super basic.
Okay.
What is portability?
Portability is a tax saving provision that basically allows homeowners to take the discount that they're getting on their property taxes and transfer it from home to home.
Okay. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of homeowners, they go to the closing table, they nod their head, they act like they understand it, but they really don't, right?
Yeah.
So
like with all the rest of the paperwork.
absolutely. So you're putting it in more like human language, which is great.
I kind of like to tell a story about portability. Can I tell a story
Absolutely,
about how
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so back in 2008, they realized that, let's just say we have little Granny Sue, right, that bought a Jacksonville Beach condo for $100,000 back in the 90s, okay? She lived in the home for 30 years, and obviously 30 years later, that Jacksonville condo on the beach is not worth $100,000 anymore. It's
Right.
worth $750,000. Well, Florida wanted to be able to protect their residents and not have them be overpaying for taxes for little Granny Sue, who's on fixed retirement, on a $700,000 home when she only purchased it for $100,000.
Got it.
So
Okay.
basically, if you file for homestead, it caps the increase on your taxes by only 3%.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, and then the difference between the taxes that she's paying is what portability is. She can transfer it from one home to her next home.
Awesome. And we talk about that 3% cap in one of our videos, so go back and check it out. We'll link it in the description below. But it's one of the videos that we've been doing our series on. So another question that we have is, so who actually qualifies? You said people that have to qualify already.
People that qualify are any Florida homeowners, and
Okay.
it has to be their primary residence.
Primary residents. And have they had to file homestead?
They have to file
previously?
homestead on the property. It's
Okay.
due by March 1st of the following year.
Alrighty. And so why is portability such a big deal?
So I think it's one of Florida's best kept secrets. I don't think enough people understand it. So I can give you like a real life example. If we go back to like, Granny Sue with her Jacksonville Beach condo. Let's just say she bought that condo for $100,000, like we said. It goes up 3% a year for 20 something years, and maybe it's being assessed at $200,000, but really it's worth $700,000.
Wow.
She has $500,000 in portability to go and take to her next property.
Okay.
So if she goes and sells that property, goes and buys $1 million condo on the beach, she's paying taxes on it as if it's $500,000.
Wow, that's awesome. So that's like a big Florida
Huge,
wealth building
huge.
tool.
And if you do that from house to house, from primary residence to primary residence, it really adds up.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're absolutely right about not understanding it, because I think we took the class about 3 times before I actually got the hang of it. So I'm like, I don't even want to talk about it in this interview. I'm like, let me get the expert out here and have her speak about it. So thank you for that. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, a lot of times people always ask me too, okay, I'm selling my primary residence and I'm moving for a job for a year, but I plan on coming back. What do? Once you sell your home, you basically have 2 years to be able to file for a new homestead again and still get that portability. So you don't have to buy another home right away.
Okay.
Little Granny Sue can go visit her grandparent or her grandkids all around, wherever, and move back to Jacksonville Beach 2 years later and establish her homestead and be able to port her portability in.
So what's the biggest mistake you see when people are trying to do portability? Like what makes you cringe?
What makes me cringe? Okay, so obviously not filing for not filing for homestead exemption, because you have to file for homestead in order for you to get your portability.
What do you mean it's not automatic?
It's not automatic.
So the government doesn't want you to make money?
Right. And the other thing is, just because you go and file for homestead, that doesn't mean you're automatically filing for portability either. Every county is different.
Okay.
Some counties will say, are you porting something over in tiny little letters? And you say, yes, from 123 Main Street. But a lot of times they don't make it so obvious. So make sure that you are filing for homestead and that you are filing for portability.
Okay, sounds good. And do you have any other real life examples that you would like to share with us, or
Let me think.
besides little Susie on the,
little Grandma Sue? Hold on, let me think.
Or anything that you've experienced in, actual.
I have a friend that I've known for about 15 to 20 years, and she's been doing this portability thing since 2008. She's bought and sold about 5 of her own primary residence, right? She's lived in the property for a couple years, sold it, and she lives in a $2 million property and pays $4,000 a year in property taxes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'll even send it to you. You can put it up on the screen.
Yes, please do so I can put, because that's awesome.
So you can see, yeah, she's paying property taxes as if it's like a $400,000 property.
Yeah, so normally if they didn't do the portability, how much would you say, like give an example of how much?
A $2 million house on a lake would probably be $15,000 to $20,000 in property taxes.
So they're saving close to 15,
yes.
20 grand. That's amazing.
And it can only go up to the 3% a year.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's one of Florida's best kept secrets, I think.
Yes. Well, thank you, Chelsea,
You're
for taking the
welcome.
time to speak with us. And we're probably going to keep picking your brain again. So.
Yes, love it. Thank you for having me.
All right, awesome.